reorder rate.
It gives you some idea of how popular it is. I want you to get excited because the moment has arrived. Healthy hair, skin, and nails. You will not believe the results in your hair, your skin, and your nails. Hundreds, thousands, millions. Many folks, if asked, would say that this is their one and only Andrew Lessman product, the one they would never live a day without. If you have been tempted by anything tonight, I absolutely encourage you to indulge in ordering this. An astonishing, record-breaking 4,400 five-star reviews. Andrew, it doesn't get much better than that.
Well, it's a product, again, that delivers, and it's a product that's a byproduct of a lot of years of hard work. We talked about Essential 1, that in the years we've had Essential 1, I've probably gone through, Essential 1 originally started in 1979.
Right.
Since 1979, there's probably been, I'd say, 25 or 30 versions of that at least. When it comes to healthy hair, skin, and nails, in about the 25 years that it's existed, there's probably been at least 20 versions. We're constantly improving it. We're constantly making it better. And that even is just choosing the proper raw materials, choosing the proper source and form of biotin, making sure you're getting all the ancillary nutrients, making sure it's at the right potency. Again, making sure it's in a small, easy to swallow capsule, so you'll enjoy taking it. It won't be a problem to take it, because what good is a product that you're going to be disgusted by every time you take it, because it's hard to swallow, it upsets your stomach, it makes you nauseous. So we have to make a product that not only delivers in terms of benefits, but doesn't cause any problems. And if you read the reviews, it's a product that I think we average over 90% positive reviews on this product.
Andrew, forgive me for pointing this out. I was just thinking to myself,
this is a special price on the screen again.
Guys, can you see? Look,
the chart was going to be the price for the visit, and then we lowered the price for the visit. So the large size, so actually all the sizes are a little bit less expensive.
I kind of looked twice and three times. This price is amazing for the 360. If you order it tonight, it's $59. Take another $10 off it.
Right, and at $59, that's about 15 cents a capsule.
Wow.
So you're getting,
oh my gosh,
this our best reviewed product, the most sophisticated hair, skin, and nail product for 15 cents. And then something that really sort of annoys me this is my industry, so of course I'm entitled to maybe get annoyed. But when you see these hair, skin, and nail products that I see at stores, and I'll now see an entire display at stores that are all gummies.
Yes.
So people are now taking gummy multivitamin, gummy hair, skin, and nail, gummy joint product, gummy, gummy, gummy. My products are easy to swallow, ultra-fine powder. You could open the capsule and dump it into anything if you really don't want to swallow it. But they're small, easy to swallow. There's no additives. Gummies, every time you swallow a gummy, they're like 15, 20, 30 calories of sugar. So you're taking a bunch of gummies, all you're getting is sugar. Frankly, I think gummies, I think they violate one of the fundamental rules of food and drug law, which used to be called the jelly bean rule.
Oh.
That you couldn't just take a jelly bean, put some vitamins in it, and say, it's healthy. Miraculously, it's healthy. So what are gummies? They're kind of like jelly beans, except they put some nutrients in them. And so to me, they're just disrespectful products. They're deceptive and disrespectful products. So on my product, there's no color, there's no sugar. All you're getting are the nutrients that ensure those incredible reviews that we've gotten. And because I don't think we should be fooled into it. We're not children. We don't need to take gummies. And even if we can't swallow pills, look at the size of my capsule. My capsule is tiny.
It is.
That's a tiny capsule. So virtually anyone can swallow it. Plus it's soft. And you could always open this and you could mix it into a beverage.
Sure.
You could mix it into yogurt, oatmeal, applesauce. So again, why insult your body and take those gummies? I think the most popular hair, skin, and nail vitamin online or on Amazon or whatever it might be, I think it might be a gummy.
Wow.
And I just, I scratch my head or I hit my head. I'm not sure. It just astounds me. every year there are billions of packets of sugar substitute used. Every time someone swallows a gummy, it's the equivalent of a packet of sugar, basically.
But Andrew, you understand that unless somebody is here watching you now, they wouldn't necessarily know that, because we trust inherently what we see.
Right. And it's, as much as I think our government tries to make labels that are informative, the labels are confusing. So I think we miss out oftentimes. I try to do labels that have a lot of information on it. So if you read the paragraph, you learn a lot. My goal is not just to provide a product, because if all you do is provide a product, then the next thing you know, you're going to try somebody else's product.
Right.
But if you learn about the product, then the only way you're going to change is if you learn something that tells you that you could try something better. And frankly, the more you learn, the more you're kind of going to be stuck with my products, because the more you learn, the more you know how good they are.
Well, folks, we've caused a lot of excitement. We are extremely busy. You'll notice, if we just go back to the chart real fast, the pricing that it was supposed to be tonight, you'll notice, if I take the 360, it was supposed to be $69.90. If you now look at the graphic on the screen, it's not 69, it's 59 with the free shipping. So ignore this. If you order tonight, you will get an additional saving, another $10 off. So to get the large size for $59 is extraordinary opportunity.
And even at this product has always been a 2-capsule-a-day product.
Right.
When I introduced it over 20 years ago. Today, with 1 capsule, you're getting 5 times the potency of the key ingredients, including biotin, than you got with the original. So that's why today, back then, 100% of the folks taking it took 2 capsules a day.
Right.
Now, it's really 1 or 2 capsules daily. So I'd say half the folks who get it, it's 1 capsule, meaning that it's just become, and this is lower priced today than when I introduced it. So another product that we increased its potency, and it's probably about half the cost it was when I introduced it over 20 years ago. So now for a little more than a dime a capsule, and that might be all you need. So it just has become incredibly incredible. And this won't be a Today Special again until the middle of 2020, just so you know.
Okay.
So that's
great time.
That's just important to know. Yep.
Well, we see you there, everybody. We have about 5 minutes left. We want to quickly mention phytoceramides. We don't have time for a full presentation tonight. Andrew, why phytoceramides?
Phytoceramides, we see